If you bend them, they fucking
Nice.
snap.
You think you're something special?
Damn dog. What?
There is nothing
Ah.
special.
Got fucking scammed. I got hit by a car and then scammed by a bunch of
Dear
lawyers.
Mr.
That's what
Potter,
happened.
a new HBO.
We're
it's
gonna
not
give you
really
dog, you got
96,000, dog.
original.
96,000. How much am I gonna get? 45.
Parents were the kindest, bravest
Should
people
all
I
be
ever
Damn
fucking
dog.
dollars.
Damn.
They were funny,
$45,000, dog. You're
and
fucking
they stood up for what they believed
rich.
was right. The next time I see you, we'll be in Hogwarts.
Damn. Oh, it's Ron. Wow. Wow.
Mr. Potter, I think we can expect great things from you.
Wow. These ones are busting, yo. The hairstyle. Why would they have the hairstyle?
Start the stream, dog.
Are you really Harry Potter?
I'm gonna be real. Like, you know what this looks like? This looks like great value Harry Potter. This is the store brand of Harry Potter. This is like, this is what they would do if they weren't able to get guys like, you know, like, and I know that, like, for example, the guy that plays Snape is like a really accomplished actor. But like overall, if you go back and you look at the actual cast for Harry Potter, the cast was ridiculous. Like it was an absolute like if I go through this, let me go back and just show this, okay? Cast for Harry Potter original. So, full cast and crew. Okay, I don't know if this is just the first movie or not, but like you had all these people, like Maggie Smith is well known, right? You have, let's see here, what are all the other examples? There's the guy that played Snape, who was Alan Rickman, was like insanely well known. Emma Watson became very well known. Like all of the actors that played, and it's not just that. It was it was the actors that they brought on, right? Like they brought on Gary Oldman, for example, and Richard Harris. Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, they brought in all of these other guys that were like insanely great actors, and they just made the movies really, really, really good. And this is one of the things that, like, I think that people don't talk about this enough with movies, is that, like, I don't, Warwick Davis, yeah, I think, I didn't really know him before then, right? But, like, many of the actors that were in the movies were, like, insanely good. It's the same with, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Look at the actual cast for Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, absolute goated cast. Like, insanely good cast. Like, I base whether I'm gonna watch a movie or not, this might sound stupid, on who's in the movie. Like, if I see a good set of actors that's in the movie, I just assume the movie's gonna be good. Like, I don't care what the movie's about. I don't give a shit about it. Because, like, I just assume that those guys will be able to deliver a cinematic experience that is enriching and entertaining and fulfilling, right? Like, if I see a movie, like, I don't know, like, I could go through a lot of them. The Expendables? Yeah, The Expendables, right? Like, everybody knows. Like, me and my dad rented The Expendables on Redbox. You guys remember Redbox? We went and we rented The Expendables on Redbox. Everybody knows what that's going to be. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. That's why we rented it. And we got exactly what we asked for. That's it. And so many, many examples of this, right? All Tarantino movies? Yes, exactly. Like if you have a Quentin Tarantino movie,
as always,
and it's like, do I really care about Django Unchained, like the plot of Django Unchained? Like, I don't really give a shit about that. Just like, okay,
The
it seems like
wheelie
a piece of
wheels.
bullshit. But then whenever I see that it's starring Jamie Foxx, wait, what? And then it's got, oh my God, Leonardo DiCaprio. And then, hold up, wait a minute, Christoph.
I assume you eat those with spoons?
Samuel Jackson. Wait, what? Hold up, wait a minute.
If the sauce was thicker, I'd eat it with
okay,
a
never
fork.
mind. I'm gonna go and see
But they're
this.
probably
And so exactly, that's
just
cat.
as
So
good if
that's
I'm
the way I
having
look
a
at it. So let's go through the frames here, all right? So you've got a lot of the main characters, and I think that there's also an example of the fact that like they already made Harry Potter, and Harry Potter was already really good. Like people liked Harry Potter. Like this right here. I mean, this looks like the average subway, right? There's like some big fucking guy here. It's Hagrid, obviously. Now, does Hagrid look like Hagrid? No, because Hagrid already looked like Hagrid. Like, this is the problem. Is that, like, if you look at the images here, this is Hagrid. It is. This guy isn't Hagrid. And it matters. And the reason why it matters, here's the reason why it makes a difference, is because this guy looks like basically... like, look at his face is puffier, he's got a bigger nose, he's got bigger features. This guy just looks like a tall guy with a big beard. This guy looks like a giant. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, the way that his face looks just makes him look like that guy, right? And yes, he is Hagrid. Yes, he is Hagrid. And so it's Hagrid on Ozempic. That's what some people are saying. And so anyway, I'll look at the other characters and what they have here. So where is it? I mean, Professor McGonagall is like, okay, this is, I mean, I feel like, again, like we've already seen this. We already know what this is. So this is just him, I guess, taking notes. What is this? Are these the Slytherin boys, right? Like these, look at him, bro. What's with the hair? Oh my God. And so like, I don't understand, like, this is too much, man. This is too much, bro. Like, yeah, and that's Malfoy with the broccoli hair, is that right? I mean, I kind of assumed it was, but I didn't know. And let's see, are there any more frames? Okay, so I guess this is Quidditch, right? And I just, and then there's Severus Snape, right? Which, like, very clearly, what I think is funny is that Severus Snape being black, I think will not even be in the top 10 problems with this movie. I think so. It's the same thing. Do you remember whenever I said this about Assassin's Creed with, like, Yasuke? Where, like, Yasuke being the main character of the story will actually not be in the top... It won't even be in the top 10 problems in the story of the game. I think this will be the same thing. Or, sorry, series, right? Okay, well, whatever it is. And, yeah, I know it's a series. So true. Yeah, I don't even think this is going to be a big thing. Now, in my opinion, though, like, I think that racial casting like this... Especially, like, Severus Snape is, like, a core character in Harry Potter. It's not like you're changing, like, I don't know, like Hagrid, who, like, doesn't really play, like, a huge role in it. Or you're not changing, I don't know, you know, some other, like, I don't know, some other random secondary character, right? That Luna girl, for example. Like, he's a core character. Luna Lovegood, yeah, who gives a shit about her, right? And, you know, again, like, she's in the story, you know, intermittently, but she doesn't really play that big of a role. And so why change it at all? Right, exactly. And so the moment that I see a racial swap with any character, I'm going to be real. Racial swap equals modern audience slop. That's the way I see it. The moment that I see that, I assume that it's going to be garbage. And the reason why, and I do make exceptions for, like, you know, actors that are, like, really, really well known, right? And, like, this guy apparently is a very well known actor, so it could be okay. But in a general sense, Nick Fury, there are always exceptions, but I'm talking about the rule. And whenever I see that, here's the reason why. Is that, and also Nick Fury is portrayed multiple times in the comics in different ways, and I think that in some of those times he is actually black. So no exceptions for this. I don't think that there are. I think that there are exceptions. But anyway, if you see this and there's any of this that happens, then yeah, I do feel like people just kind of. You know, like they kind of write it off as it's going to be more DEI modern audience slop. And I can't blame them. I really can't. I think this is the way a lot of people would see things. And it's the way that I see it too. Imagine if they swapped Harry Potter. Yeah, exactly, right? And yeah, like Lawrence Fishburne, exactly. This is going to be fun when they show him hanging from the trees in the books. Keck W and Neville White Guys. Yeah. And like, so because Professor Snape is very clearly, he's defined in the books, right? They say what Professor Snape looks like. So then when you're changing that, now you're deviating from the source material. Why are you deviating from the source material? There's no reason. This Dumbledore, by the way, this is not as cool as the other Dumbledore.
That's like a puzzle.
Huh?
Oh, my dad just said something.
Right? It's not. It's not. This Dumbledore is way cooler. He is. Like, this is just infinitely fucking cooler, man. And look at this versus this. I mean, in my opinion, it's not even remotely close. Yeah, I mean, like, this guy, I mean, it looks like he... You know what it looks like? It looks like this guy's wearing a costume. It looks like this guy they just turned the camera on and started recording him, right? And wrong hat, maybe, I don't know. Original was better in 1 and 2? Well, yeah, the original Dumbledore was good too. You're right, there's that guy. So yeah, I mean, that's a cosplayer. Wait, which one? Who's a cosplayer? I don't know about that, thinking cosplayer. But there's plenty of other examples, right? Of like this being there. I'm just clicking through them. But anyway, so yeah. And looks like a rabbi. Yeah, he does. He looks like a rabbi. He looks like a rabbi without the things on the side. So overall, I just, like, I'm just not feeling it, man. I'm really just not feeling it. I don't think this is going to pop off. I think a lot of people are going to think that it's weird. Like, I personally think that it's weird. They spent $100 million an episode to reboot Harry Potter. A potential $5.6 billion budget. And so this is the main actor, right? There you go. This is the guy playing Snape. I think it's right? There you go. Weird. Like, I personally think that...
$100 million per episode.
It's weird. They spent $100 million an episode to reboot Harry Potter. A potential $5.6 billion budget. And so this is the main actor, right? There you go. This is the guy playing Snape. I think it's very obvious that audiences don't like race swaps. It is. It's obvious they don't like race swaps. Like, overwhelmingly, whenever a race swap happens, there is a huge outcry on the internet of people that are angry about it. So you ask yourself, why is it that you keep doing them? Why do you keep doing this thing that nobody in the audience actually wants this to happen? And Marvel White Panther, yeah, played by Ryan Gosling. So I think that rightfully so, by the way. Well, yeah, I mean, well, either way, like, here's the funny thing is that it doesn't matter whether it's rightfully so or not. If you want to make a movie called Brokeback Mountain and your target audience is Saudi Arabia, you're going to be fighting a pretty tough crowd. And it doesn't matter whether you care about gay rights or not, whether what your values on LGBT representation is or not. At the end of the day, if you make a movie about a gay dude and you try to put it out there inside of fucking, I don't know, the Middle East, you're going to have a bad time. So I think that the more that they try and do this, the more people are going to push back on it, because there's no creative reason for why this would happen, especially with such a main character. And who asked for it? Same people in Lord of the Rings. Go, well, imagine they did it with Lord of the Rings. Well, I can imagine it because they did do it. Like, they changed some of the dwarves to being black. They had one of the elves being black, etc. And I think that there's no problem with doing, like, obviously fantasy stories. But whenever you have a fantasy universe that is established, I don't think that you should ever do race swaps. And the reason why I know that it's political is because it never goes the other way. There is never a time where there is a black character that's then recast as a white character. Almost never. Like, I mean, maybe once or twice, but it's like 99.999% of the time. And so, tell us it's political. You give us a quick watch. It's really relevant to this. 10 years ago, by the way. Let me go and look at it. Where is it? What's this here? Ghostbusters 2016. Oh yeah, no, I mean, like, this is just I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I'll watch the intro for
So
it.
there's a new Ghostbusters movie coming out, and for something related to one of my favorite franchises, it may be expected that I review it, but instead of a review, for once, I'm doing something a little different. A non-review. Because I refuse to watch it. I'll tell you why.
Yep.
The original, which we now have to call the 1984 Ghostbusters, is a timeless classic.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest comedies ever made.
Yeah.
But this one, judging from the trailers, it looks awful. So instead of doing what everybody else is going to do, go see the movie and then
say
talk
how
about
bad
how
it is.
bad it is,
Yeah.
I'm going to do something different, something unheard of. I'm not going to see it. Wow. What a novel concept, right? If you already know you're going to hate it, why give them your money?
That's right.
If this is the Ghostbusters movie that nobody wanted, then the box office results should reflect that.
And it did. It totally did. It was the biggest, like, it is looked back on 10 years later as like one of the biggest flops of all time.
But I don't think it is. Maybe the actual movie is better than the trailer. Maybe it's good. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
I know I'm biased. Ghostbusters is something that a lot of us grew up with.
Yeah.
And we wanted to see
I
the
remember
original
watching it as a
cast
kid.
back together for one last time.
That's right.
While they were still alive.
True.
And then maybe introduce a new younger cast, work them in, win
Exactly.
us over, and then
Yep.
pass it on for a new generation.
There it is.
But the path to Ghostbusters 3 had so many detours and got kicked.
And so it didn't happen, right? That's the reason why. Huge flop, exactly. And so you have this happen, and now it's just like the problem with Harry Potter is that you have a lot of people that are like, okay, well, they're big fans of it. This is the miscast of Snape. Listen to this. The miscast of Snape in Harry Potter is a good example of race swapping changing an entire story. If Snape is black, despite books saying he's white, then Harry is now suspicious that the only black teacher at Hogwarts is stealing. Oh no! And his dad bullied a black kid by hanging him. This seems like a major story change to introduce the idea of racism, and it strays from the source material. It's weird, man. It's so fucking weird. So, yes, the dark, yes. Do you want to learn about defense of the dark arts, Harry Potter? I mean, and this is it. Oh, Professor Snape might be stealing things. Oh, my dad played a trick on him where he hung Professor Snape from a tree. It's just like, bro, the KKK couldn't have written something more racist than that. The Half-Blood, oh my God. It just gets worse. Oh my God. Guys, this is insane. And so anyway, I'll teach you about potions. No, I'm not reading that one. Yes, God damn, it's all in the fine print. It's just so fucking embarrassing. And so when people see this in a story, and the reason why is that if you actually knew about the source material, you would have never made this casting decision. Even if you wanted to cast this guy, you could cast him as 10 different roles, right? Why is he Professor Snape specifically? A character that, you know, if you made them black, it would seem like people were racist against them. Why would you do that? It's because you don't care about the source material. You don't give a shit about it. So now I'll look at the comments about it, and we'll look at it. And the thing is that anybody saying that it's racism or anything else, you can be right about it being... Guys, they don't have guns over there, okay? They don't have guns. This is unrealistic. This is not realistic at all. Like, that's not what they do. Okay, like, I don't know what you guys are thinking. Yeah, this is Hogwarts isn't in America, okay? So anyway, let's go back and look at the other ones here. New exclusive look. What is this?
Yo, Abby, in these
these anti-racism classes, my ass will attempt to penetrate your ass's mind.
Thank God you said mine.
Should my ass find any memories that reveals your ass to be a racist, we'll be sending your ass to Azkaban prison, you feel me? Now, any questions your ass want to ask?
I do have one, actually. How is it that you can evidently pronounce arse correctly, but you're incapable of pronouncing arse, which is basically the same word, but with a curse sound?
Oh, no.
Another word that isn't cuz, motherfucker, Protego your ass.
Time to set up my 4chan account.
Okay, I think that's a good place to stop. And so anyway, wow. And Harry Potter, oh, is this Harry Potter? You know what? Actually, I think the remake isn't that bad. Yeah, Harry Potter, the new one might be pretty good, actually. And Persia, it's fucking brilliant. Yeah, wow, guys. And send me the Hogwarts, exactly. And anyway, reminder, Harry Potter series will cause harm. A reminder, so this is the funniest thing about this. So you have the, basically, this is the worst situation for a bigoted racist person to be in. The Harry Potter show, it creates one of the largest and the biggest paradoxes that you could possibly have. You're truly between a rock and a hard place, because you can boycott the Harry Potter show because there's black people in it, or you can support it because it supports J.K. Rowling, and J.K. Rowling wants to take away trans rights. So which group do you hate more, black people or trans people? Every single bigoted person on the internet has to make this decision now. They either have to love it in order to hate trans people, or they have to hate it in order to hate black people. You can't do both. I don't know. I don't know what we can do. To be or not to be. Exactly. What's your decision? I've been stuck on this for 2 days now. I still don't know. This is bad. I'm gonna go with the first one. Is that right? Yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch it. I'm probably never gonna watch this shit. But like, realistically, that's what's gonna happen. I'll probably watch highlights of it and like the kind of like the low lights. Probably not the highlights. The low lights of the show, of like all the stupid things in it. And then after that, I'm probably gonna, you know, move past it whenever people don't care. Schrodinger's racism, yes. And so, and I can still hate women and like a show with women. Okay, so, oh, I get it. You don't know that we're joking. Okay, I get it. No, it's okay, man. It's fine. You're gonna get there. And so anyway, because wait, this guy's like trying to explain it to me. I'm like, wait, this, you know, we're joking around, right? Like, I mean, this is, we're fucking around with this, like, obviously. So anyway, it's self-detected. I guess so. So why not both? Just pirate it? I guess so. And anyway, so these are the characters, 2001. Now, so it happened 25 years apart from each other. Now, like, this is a thing for me, like, as a, you know, like, I'm, like, the same age as them, right? Like, I think they were, like, you know, between, like, 10 and, like, 13 or something like that. And, like, I was, you know, 11 in 2001, right? Or 10 or 11. And so you know, I had that happen, and I love these movies, and, you know, I grew up with the movies, and it was amazing. So, yeah, I mean, I was just like, what the fuck happened to the lighting? I don't know. I mean, it's just they made it way darker. I mean, maybe in Britain, they can't afford as many light bulbs as we can. And they have like this thing where basically they don't want to show a lot of light in Britain because that would make people buy light bulbs, and then light bulbs will create global warming. So we don't want to have that happen. So anyway, let's go back. I'll look at these here. Draco Malfoy. That's Malfoy? What the fuck? And is Malfoy a looks maxer? Are they going to do that? And what Twitter doesn't even realize, Harry Potter show is a combination of big factors. I just feel like, again, I don't really see people that are that, like Harry Potter and Harry and Snape and the interactions in a book, Harry and Snape interactions in the HBO show. I'm not gonna, I know what he says. I know what he says. We don't need to see it. And play it? No, we're not going to play that one. That's a big one. So anyway, yeah, hard pass on watching the Harry Potter show on HBO. J.K. Rowling can get... see it and play it. No, we're not going to play that one. That's a big one. So anyway, yeah, hard pass on watching the Harry Potter show on HBO. J.K. Rowling can get bent. So you have a situation where you have, and I saw somebody that wrote this. So this is another Twitter individual, right? So I made a reply. So this person said, if you watch and support this, you are funding trans genocide globally, by the way. So if you watch Harry Potter, you're funding trans genocide. Right. And so anyway, do you guys notice something here? I made a comment on this, but there are no comments to be seen. Do you want to know one of the reasons why? It's because I replied to this, and I think that they hid my comment. So not being able to use the woman's restroom isn't genocide. Not only do you delegitimize real genocides that have happened, but you also train people to ignore trans issues by making ridiculous comparisons. So this person very clearly blocked me. I think they've now blocked me. Look at this here. The author has blocked you, so you can't perform this action. So I made this reply, and they had to block me because of this. And it's pretty sad, but, you know, that's the reason why, is because they have to. Yeah, Mudblood? Ooh, I don't like the sound of that anymore. That's like saying paying for groceries is supporting child slave labor? Yeah, exactly, right? It's ridiculous. They hate facts. What do you expect? I guess so. But anyway, it's like the amount of people that are like going crazy about this. I think that this Harry Potter show has definitely hit the worst of both worlds. Is that it's alienated people that are like kind of anti-woke because you're doing race swaps on the main characters. And it's also alienated people who are woke because you're doing, you're having J.K. Rowling do it, and she's involved, and, you know, she hates trans people and wants to kill every single trans person according to, you know, retards on the internet, which is not even true. She just doesn't want them using the women's bathroom, right? It's like, imagine thinking that you can't, like, not being able to use the women's bathroom is genocide. I'm being genocided at this very moment because I can't use the women's bathroom. So it might ironically succeed. I don't really think so. I think that a show like this won't be successful. I could be wrong, but, you know, I could see it. I think this Harry Potter show is going to go somewhat like Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, right? Is that it's going to, you know, at the beginning, it's going to have a lot of people that watch it. Everybody's going to want to watch it and see what's going on. And you're going to have like a small subset of people that are like really big Harry Potter fans that are going to stick along with it. But overall, I think that you'll probably have, because this is what I'm assuming. I am assuming that the show is going to be garbage because they put no effort. Like when I see a race swap in the game, in a story, I assume that they don't care about the source material. And if they don't care about the source material, the most dedicated fans will not appreciate it either. Because now it's like this is not respectful to the source material, period. So, because if you cared about the source material, you would want to cast in a way that would be, you know, direct to the source material. So, I thought it would flop until I saw the trailer just now. The character's trash, the setting trash. Significantly more book-like than the movies were. Well, I don't know. Significantly more book-like. Oh, the setting? Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, again, being more like the books doesn't make it good necessarily, but it would get some of the people that are, you know, like big fans of the books to watch it, but I don't know. They don't. They revealed they'll be adding new things to the show, which means stuff from the book will go. Yeah, I mean, I just think that that's where things are going to go, and, you know, everybody's saying this is, you know, this is a genocide against trans people, and then people boycotting it, the same as they did with Hogwarts Legacy. And now you're not going to have the other opposite side of people that are fighting, you know, for it. Like, because with Hogwarts Legacy, for example, and here's another thing with Hogwarts Legacy, is that the game on a fundamental level was a good game. It was a very, very good game. It was the best Harry Potter game I think that's ever been made. So, you know, people wanted to play it for that reason. I think that almost everybody liked it. But at the same time, it was fun. Yes, it was fun. And now you have, you know, this, and it's like, it doesn't really have that same group of people that are going to bat for it in the same way. So, it's good as fuck, but so woke. I mean, yeah, it was kind of woke, but like, which is what I thought was ironic, right? Is like, you have these people, and like, they're not even going to buy the content to begin with. But who knows? Did you see they're going to shut down Sora? I did. The reason why they're shutting down Sora is because Sam Altman is Jewish and he wants to help Israel by removing Iran's ability to show that they're destroying Israel with Sora because they're AI generating videos. That's the reason why they're getting rid of Sora. This is like a three-dimensional, four-dimensional chess play by Sam Altman to make sure that Israel wins the war against Iran. So you guys didn't know this. It's the Jews again? Well, I mean, yeah, of course it is, right? Everything is them. And did you see the layoffs at Fortnite? I did. That was like 2 days ago. I was live whenever that happened. They know they use Gemini. Well, you know what I've started doing? I've started using Gemini to test if I'm able to get, I've started using it to see how good it is. So, map of all the bears in Crimson Desert. Production for a Bisquier. Best place to farm bear gallbladder. And so I've been using it like this just to see if it would work. Yeah, I have been. And I'm like, well, maybe it will. Gemini was wrong so many times. It was wrong, like, I'd say 50% of the time, right? It was. And you see the Xbox showcase? No, I didn't even hear about that. I had no idea about it at all. Well, why can't the creators come up with some interesting lore to put history, like scholars and architects and the materials that Hogwarts studies, and teach us the students to make them black? Why do they need to change white people specifically? Well, because they want to remove white people from stories. The people that get involved in these in like the screencasting and the typecasting, they want to do it explicitly to remove white representation and to reframe white representation into being a bad thing, and the characters that are white looking like they're bad people. That's the reason why. That's why every single time that they race swap a character, it's never one of the bad characters. It's always one of the good characters. Have you guys noticed that? So this is the reason, like, once you start to understand this, then it makes perfect sense. The people that are doing that are racist, and they want to use media to perpetuate anti-right racism. That's the reason why. And it's really just that simple. It's not any more complex. It's not any harder to understand. It is very, very one-dimensional. Yeah, they want to erase the bad by erasing their own race? I guess so. Did you find a cat village in Crimson Desert? I have not. And remember when Gemini made the founding father black? Yes, exactly. And you're using the dumb model thinking. The best Gemini is the pro model. Really, I didn't know that. I'll have to look and try that out instead. You're wrong about the race swap only goes one way. They made the black kid that murdered people white in a British documentary. Well, that's the funny thing, is that the one instance where you have representation of minorities that's being inverted and now it's being represented by white people is whenever you're talking about knife crimes or sexual harassment on a on a train station. Like, all you have to do is look at the statistics, and you'll see that overwhelmingly this is done way disproportionately by migrants, but for some reason nobody wants to show them. That's the reason why. Probably that's really good. Maybe I'll have to try it myself. So anyway, that's the way I feel about it. And funding a trans genocide. Wow. Wow. Crazy work. How about that? You want to villainize and demonize white people, whether it's replacing white guys with minorities or making white people villains? That's exactly right. That is exactly right. And another thing is that whenever you have one of the race swap characters, you can almost, because with Severus Snape, I think that the most interesting and the best thing about him, this is the last thing I want to say about this because I've been talking about it for a while, but with Severus Snape, it didn't really hit me until like the 6th movie that he was actually a good guy. Like, maybe I wasn't really paying attention that much, but it took a long time. So from the beginning, I always thought Snape was actually a bad guy. He was an asshole. He was a piece of shit dickhead, right? And this guy's just mean, right? For no reason. And that's by design. But will they do that with a character that has been recast as black? Will they do that? I think it's very unlikely that will happen. I do. Because, again, that's the way that they cast and they do these characters now. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, but that's what my expectation is for what's going to happen.
Earlier this morning, travelers may have experienced a little bit of a wait time, but since I've been here, the lines seem to be moving fairly smooth.
There it is. it's almost like if you go after these people, then they run away. And illegals scattered. And again, I think that people don't realize this is what ICE being in the airport does, like doing nothing. Yep, that's right. And they're sitting around doing absolutely nothing. And you know what they're actually doing? They're like a scarecrow for the illegals. It's like they see them and they run away. And I'm buckling the line, so she sports ICE.
Bother anybody? I'm okay. I was concerned about people.
Uh-oh.
They're not bothering us. Let's get it done.
I like that they're here. I think that it's allowing us to move and get to where we need to go.
It's kind of scary in a sense because you don't know what to expect with ICE.
As long as they can help us move a little bit faster, maybe they can take some of the work off the TSA agents as far as general security. I'm all for it.
Yeah, so most people are probably happy. On the way to Houston to cover along TSA lines, and this is what it looks like at Dallas-Fort Worth. Man. I think that people don't realize how bad the illegal problem is. I don't think they realize how bad, like, having, like, 20 million or 10 million extra people in the country actually is. And now you're seeing it, and it's being observed, and it becomes much more fucking obvious, right? It's like entering a high-level zone? Yeah, I guess so. And hospitals next, please. That's the next thing they need to do. So the next thing that they need to do is they need to send ICE to the emergency rooms, because that way you can spawn camp them. Like, that's where they're all at, because everybody gets sick. So you just wait for them to go to the emergency room, and then you arrest them. And so they get seen. Okay, you're discharged. Where are you going? You're going to go home? No, you're not. You're going to go home. And now you're getting on an airplane. And spawn camp? Yeah. No, really, that's what they should do. That's absolutely what should happen. They should put them in the fucking, in the emergency rooms. Yes. You're going home. Yes, exactly. And so, you know what is this here? If I can pull somebody up, I'll pull. You know what? This is going to be the last person we're going to pull up for this topic, because I feel like I pulled them to me. What am I ignorant about with this? Go ahead. Explain it. Explain how this isn't an obvious problem. Yeah, I want to know. And by the way, any vague comment, you're instantly permit. Anything vague is an instant permit. You're not calling me Jesus, are you? You're not. I would assume not, but maybe he is. I mean, you know, I am a nice guy. They don't have money that's the airport. I don't care, ban me. They don't have money. Of course they have money. And that's at the airport? Yeah, of course they have money. Like, what do you think, the illegals don't have any money? Like, obviously they do. Like, they use fake IDs. They use fake fucking documentation. Like, they get money other ways too. Like, and also, by the way, the hospitals is a huge one, okay? Like, if you go to a hospital, like any hospital here in Texas that I've been to before, if you go to the emergency room, and I've been to the emergency rooms in hospitals many, many times with both of my parents, I've probably been to an emergency room a total amount of times, like 20 times. Like, if you, like, that's a lot. I mean, I think for, like, an average person, like, that's a lot to be at a fucking emergency room. And so, every single time, actually not every single, like 18 out of the 20 times that I was there, you had a family of people, none of them fucking spoke English. There was like 5 of them, and they were sitting there. And I guarantee you, if you had ICE sitting there, and then, like, every single time in the last, like, 5 years that I had been to an emergency room, they always told me, they said, it's never been more busy than this. It's never been more busy than this. Oh, it's so busy today. It's getting so busy now. And the reason why is you have a bunch of fucking illegals coming in there. They can't afford health care, and so they go to the emergency room. And did you guys know they have a little fucking translator machine that they have to talk to communicate with these fucks? So, like, this person doesn't know English. They only speak Spanish. So they're in the emergency room, and they're talking to this fucking robot TV. And this is, like, think about how long that takes to process somebody. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Think about how much time we have that's being wasted on a systematic problem that just multiplies the amount of time and effort that it takes to give people critical care. It's outrageous. So yeah, it's not the only reason. It's a big reason. Of course, it's not the only reason, but it's a huge reason. So yes, I don't get it at all. It costs so much money too. Yes, it's crazy, isn't it? This is hardly in America. It is. It's in Texas, I'll tell you that. We hire people that speak multiple languages. It's hard as fuck and takes time out of our day. Yeah, it's annoying. and don't want to learn a language but wants our benefits. Yeah. Why not a phone? Well, probably because they haven't updated it to that, to that frequency, right? Same thing happens in California. You're completely right about this. Yes. And so this is the main issue. This is happening in America. It is. It's happening in America, and it's a huge problem. And if you don't believe me, you can go to the local emergency room and you can just look at them. Like, you just look at them. These people look like illegal aliens, right? I mean, like, and on top of that, they don't speak English. Like, I'm sorry, but whenever I see a family of 6 people and none of them are speaking English, I assume that they're illegal. I do. And maybe not every single one, but at least some of them are. And it's obvious. I mean, everybody knows this, right? But you're not supposed to say it. Oh, you can't say this. It's obvious that's what's happening. Oh, here we go. Let's take a look at it.
Finally, we can take a deep breath here. The numbers have dropped off. The lines are getting shorter. I think the average wait time now is under 40 minutes. So if you have a flight to catch today, it's a good time to come to Hartsfield-Jackson International. Finally,
I wonder why. Maybe it's because the ICE agents are there. And I'm very happy to see this.
Be better.
Is there a single report today of something going awry with ICE agents?
Well, thank God for 24 hours something bad didn't happen.
Maybe there is. There was an ICE agent refusing to identify himself, arresting a woman in an airport, freaking people out. They weren't even sure it was in San Francisco airport.
What kind of
San Francisco? That makes sense.
Interaction was it, actually? Do you know the situation? It was an arrest. I don't know. Scott,
it was an arrest? I don't know. That's right. Of course you don't know.
Who did they arrest? Now you're bringing it up. Who did they arrest? No, I'm saying the internet. We'll need the internet.
Just making shit up. Yeah, exactly. I read on the internet this happened. Well, what happened? I don't know.
2 senior administrators.
Meanwhile, this woman was arrested by ICE Sunday at San Francisco's airport.
For what?
DHS says she's from Guatemala, had a deportation order signed by a judge, and tried to flee as officers were deporting her. DHS saying the incident was unrelated to efforts to help TSA.
Gotta catch them all.
Be better.
Well, how about that? That's why they've got them there. Obviously, it seems like it's a great idea. And I worked at a pet parts store. There'll be 3 adult males and like a 10 to 12-year-old, and the kid was the only one who spoke English, and he'd translate to the older ones. Yep, that's it. I think that people have no idea how bad this actually is. It is insanely fucking bad. And let me go. I'll look at the other ones here too, because it's just been crazy to look at this. Oh, here's another one. ICE agents were spotted actively assisting. Oh, here we go. Yeah, just sitting there. How are they flying? You have to have a real ID, right? So this is the problem that a lot of people don't understand. The first worlder mind, the Western first worlder mind, cannot even comprehend the level of behavior that these people engage in. They lie about their name. They lie about their birthday. They lie about like when they were born, what year, how old they are. They steal people's identities. Like they steal everything, right? They're stealing all this stuff themselves. You can fire the passport or real ID. Fraud, yes, exactly. Fire the passport, and Trump chickened out. He's not deporting anybody. Well, I just literally saw something of somebody getting deported. So like, I don't know. I mean, I think they need to deport more people too, but at the same time, like, I mean, it seems like they are deporting people. So yeah, they're obviously, damn. That's pretty bad. That's a pretty bad line. That's a really bad, holy shit, that's a bad line. God damn. In your opinion, is it the largest category of fraud in the United States? I think that probably, like, by numbers, I think that, you know, social services fraud is probably the biggest because social services is so much money. But I think that also, like, you have a huge amount of money. Hell no. Well, no, like, I mean, for example, like, social services are such a huge amount of the, like, of the budget that, like, if you assume that 10% of it is fraud, then, I mean, comparatively, like, let's say military, you could say the military instead, like 30 or 40% of all the money would have to be fraud, which is probably too high even for that. So I would say it probably is the largest amount. Yeah, overall. I bet his illegals make up something like 15%. Well, it's not just illegals. It's also just bad actors in general. Like, you have migrants, you have immigrants, and you also just have Americans that are taking advantage of systems. Like, you have all three of them. You have a person over 40 cares about what affects their kids and grandkids. Yeah, I think a lot of people do. Huge amount of fraud across the USA. The level of fraud is probably equal GDP to some rich countries. Yeah, we're probably pissing away, like, I would assume, I'm not even kidding, $1 trillion a year. I think we are spending $1 trillion a year collectively on fraud. If you add together tax fraud, identity theft fraud, social services fraud, military, you know, like wasted spending, if you put all that together, I think we are spending $1 trillion a year, if not more. I think people have no idea how bad it really is. It's crazy. Man. It's a lot of people. We should deport the Americans, exploiting the third world is true, taking advantage of systems. I mean, just seize their assets and put them in jail, right? I mean, like, then get the money back. Because, like, you're stealing from the government. I mean, like, that's our money. So, yeah. And you've got, obviously, ICE all over the airports now, which is, I think, kind of good. I'm glad to see this. But let me go. And this is apparently, I'm kind of surprised, but they're just flying airplanes around in Iran. They are. What do you think about the vets on disability? I would infinitely rather pay for a veteran's disability than pay for an illegal alien, because at least a veteran is a citizen and they serve the country. Like, so from my perspective, I do think that certain veterans probably do abuse disability, and they do probably take advantage of it, and that is a problem. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it probably does exist, but that's not going to be my priority one whenever you have people that aren't even supposed to be here that are doing the same thing. So that's really how I see it. I mean, I'm not even saying that it's a good thing. It's not a good thing, but at the same time, I think it could be a hell of a lot worse. So that's how I see it. Additionally, the money's fed back into the U.S. and overseas, so it makes a big difference. It's okay. Did you say the self-report of if ICE at an airport, it's a step away from ICE being at the voting polls? No, I didn't see that, but I'm not surprised. Priya, I'd like to see some retroactive consequences for the companies that did this fraud knowingly. Oh yeah, I agree with you about that. I think it's a huge problem. And this is, let me go back. Oh, here's another one. This is in Iraq. Oh, damn. Well, that's too bad, huh? Burn, yeah, I guess so. And ATL Airport before and after ice. Obviously, this is probably somewhat selectively edited, but I think it's probably to a certain extent, you know, like kind of expected. It's a lot of people everywhere.
So,
man,
but to be honest, this is decent, guys. This is
and that's at 5:30 in the morning too. Like that's when everybody's trying to fly out, so they can be there before you know, businesses start. Holy fuck, man! And you're gonna say what's this here? Next thing you're gonna say is private citizens need to be enforcing speeding laws. Private citizens do? I don't know about that. And yeah, maybe. But let me go and I'll look at this. There are people asking to get there 4 to 5 hours early. That is insane, man. Holy shit. And so, yeah, it does look like that's what's happening. Oh, here we go. ICE is looking for criminals at airports.
Trump made a brilliant move this week, and he called me and says, let's send ICE to the airport. I thought it was a smart move. And we're filling the holes. The wait lines already dropped. Plus, we're doing a security function at the airports. We're going to arrest criminals going through the airport. We're going to look for human trafficking, sex trafficking, money, money smuggling. We're going to be at the airports working with our brothers and sisters in TSA.
Thank God.
Our brothers and sisters in DHS. President Trump made a smart move. We're going to keep the airplanes flying. We're going to get the American people through those lines quicker, and we're not going to give up President Trump's promise to American people to make this country safer every day, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
No, I think that's a good idea, obviously. And, oh, here's another one.
Well, there may be a celebration here at the airport before it's all said and done, especially for the folks who've been working nonstop, extra shifts. If you look right here, you can see this is the main checkpoint. Almost no lines, no waiting, Sarah. And it's unbelievable at this point. This morning started briskly with a lot of people showing up here at the airport. Lines were long. People were waiting about an hour, but when that rush hour went away pretty quickly this morning, we ended up with this. And there seems to be
Holy
more
fuck, it's already 11, dude? What
right
planet
now
am
with
I
the
living
TSA
on,
workers
dude?
here, breezing people through. In fact, a lot of folks have been showing up shocked at
Come
how
on,
short the
dog.
lines are. Take a listen to some of the folks who
Congo.
talked to the
Holy
report.
fuck, man.
I don't see how extra security could be bad, you know?
Yeah, of course. Why would extra security be bad? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they're going to help out and, you know, make things move a little faster, but whether they're doing that or not, we don't know. But
this is on CNN, too.
Extra security is always good to me.
I mean, you think it's not going to be that bad, but then you get here and, you know, you think, oh, man, it really is as bad as they say it is.
Yep.
So there's a bit of a mix here. So when people were showing up and going right into the TSA pre-check line, a lot of them weren't even checking the main checkpoint line. That line has been open and moving pretty quickly.
Wow.
Some folks just get so used to going to the line they go to, they didn't even check to see what that's like. We've also seen those ICE agents moving through today. A lot of folks are saying they're very pleasant. Look, they're not wearing masks.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that, well, this is the way ICE usually is. Like, ICE isn't a bunch of, like, armed thugs going around beating people up. The reason why they're doing that in, like, Minnesota, for example, is because they have crowds of people throwing things at them, screaming at them, and trying to drive cars into them. So, big surprise, whenever you start attacking somebody, screaming at them, and trying to kill them, they're going to be aggressive and hostile to you. I know, big shocker, right? And so what's happened is that a lot of these people have the idea that, like, oh, ICE is going to be these horrible people. Why the fuck would they do that? Why would they want to complicate their day by initiating hostility onto somebody for no reason? It would be stupid for them to do that. So I'm all for ICE. Or where this could turn to Patriot 2.0. I mean, I do think that we need to have I think that you do need to have a massive enforcement crackdown on immigration. And I think that that will take a tremendous increase in the amount of enforcement that's out there. Shadow Spawn, thanks for the 20 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, man. And yeah, I mean, I would say in doxing their families, yes, exactly. People are more inclined to behave where in the airport too. Yeah, exactly. And there's accountability for it too. And that's another, you bring up a really good point, is that they can't act that way inside of an airport because they'll be put on a no-fly list or they could be put in jail. Like, generally, you have to act like a normal human being at an airport. So, big surprise, these people act normal. And I think it goes to what I was saying before, is that this chaos and everything is a choice. It's not mandatory. There's no reason we have to allow it. And to the extent that we do allow it, it just gets everybody hurt and wastes everybody's money.
Yes, in fact, on this line
That's
right
what I
here,
think.
you can see two of them standing behind the TSA agents. I'm not sure we can get complete focus on that, but just wanted to show you that they've been walking around the perimeter. Atlanta police have also been added.
That's why you said you shouldn't place unreasonable responsibility on large and small businesses. I think if a company... So I'm going to pull you up and ask you something. Do you think if a company knowingly hires illegal aliens, they should be held accountable? Like a company knowingly is hiring them. Not that they hired them. I didn't say that. If they knowingly hired them,
something for the first
and
time
they
ever,
ignore
and
different checks to make sure that they
two
aren't
monsters
illegal.
in a day. So,
Nice,
see how bad
dude.
my heart palpitations are later.
Fuck, man.
Do you think that they should be held accountable for that? Very simple question. If they not take the reasonable steps? Okay. I mean, do you think that checking somebody's citizenship status and whether they're here legally is reasonable? Do you think that checking whether a person is here legally is reasonable for employing them? Because I want to make sure that we wrap this up. It's competitive advantage? No, it's okay. Because, like, you're saying reasonable. What does that really mean, reasonable? Because this could be, like, a framing that you're using to try to, you know, like, keep your point going. Investigation over their ID and testimony is true. Being valid is not their job. Well, I mean, why not just make it to where they have to check to see if somebody is a valid citizen in order to hire them? Like, why not just... Because, I mean, you think that... I mean, that's got to be... That's pretty important, right? I mean, whether somebody is a citizen or not, I feel like that's a huge one. So I don't know what to say. Disagree with that? You hurt the feelings? Yeah, my old job? Yeah, I mean, why would you not want that? I'm just confused. It can be faked? So then we shouldn't check. So should they not check ID?
Tell me if this
selling
logic
alcohol?
checks out. You can hear me?
Yeah.
You shouldn't ask for ID to see someone's ID because it can be faked. Does that even make sense? Well, it just is someone that Asmongold was talking to, but I've heard that before. Like, does that make any sense to you?
Fucking retarded.
Because you can have a fake ID?
That's, yeah, like, unbelievably retarded.
Like, how does your mind work with this? I want to understand this. So like, if you can have a fake ID, why check ID? That encompasses reasonable. Okay, well then that's reasonable. Then. All right, well then there you go.
To this equation in terms of showing up extra patrols, but the story right now,
What do you say about that?
honestly, is the fact that the lines have disappeared. We haven't seen this like in a week, so this is good news. If you have a flight to catch, you should know that you can probably maybe take a deep breath. At one point, this line stretched all the way down the hallway. This one is gone as well. So I guess we'll just give a thumbs up and smile a little bit, Sarah, and take a break.
Thank God. I'm glad to see that. And oh, here's another one too. It's going to great PR for ICE. Yeah, I think so too. Man, this is a smart thing for them to do. This is a good idea. Oh, it's still tagging us. Says everything. Yeah. Man. You see Rupert Lover's for Britain has more membership than the Conservative Party around 6 weeks in? No, I didn't see that. I'm not surprised. Oh, nice. So I'm glad to see this happening, right? Obviously, that's where things are going. I think it's going to continue. Doesn't U.S. check criminal records before hiring? I mean, yeah, as far as I know, they have to do that, but I'm not entirely sure. And this is also, look at this. Here we go.
What the fuck? Do you get foot cramps?
I mean, guys,
Like where my arch,
there's something
locks
really
up,
wrong if
kinda?
they don't understand
Yeah.
what that sign means. There's something really, really wrong with that. Oh my God.
Shit hurts, dude.
Did you do Superman's today?
No, not today.
Right. Exit to the right.
That's when it first started happening to me.
How good is your English?
But then, if I flex my toes
not
too,
so good,
either
right?
too much or too hard.
No, speak no English.
No.
What does that mean? Yes. What does that mean? No.
No?
Oh,
What
fuck,
does
dude.
that mean? What do you have to do?
This is insane. 40 years I drove around in Cuba? Well, what the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah.
You also don't have enough knowledge of the signs to play it, okay? So this, right now, it's going to be placed out of service, okay?
I mean, this is just, guys, this is crazy. Keep right. And he's just moving his arm in that direction. Holy shit, man. And did you see ambulances set on fire in the UK? I think I did. Yeah, they were the Jewish ambulances or something like that. I did see this. And shocked to realize ICE are pretty friendly when nobody's trying to kill them with an SUV. Isn't that a fucking mystery, right? Wow, who could have possibly predicted that? And so, yes, I'm very glad to see this. Oh, here we go. There's another one. I will look at this too. I might as well. And they have their own ambulances. Yeah, there was like a weird thing where there's like a Jewish community like health thing. Like I think it's stupid too. But you know, for some reason that's the way they do things over there.
The negotiation didn't have a path to citizenship. It was entirely on their terms in order to get Ukraine.
It's your bedtime, dog.
Well, I mean, Chris, that's been a failed play for 20 years. So you are right that that has been the Democratic strategy for 30 years, maybe. And it has failed to deliver for the people.
I don't even know if I'd be able to stick to a bedtime.
Americans that are in this country.
Set one.
We care about most. Failed.
Kind of just like my body falls asleep when it falls asleep.
The undocumented
people have
Americans
bedtimes
that
are just
are
lucky
in
people
this
'cause
country.
I don't see how anybody can watch that and take it seriously. I really don't. Oh my fucking God. Call them illegals? Yep, that's right. And I don't know what to say. It's just fucking ridiculous. But yeah, ambulances don't always transport emergency patients. Yeah, I don't know. Why do they care about them the most? Because it's not about caring about anybody. It's just about a, what do you call it? It's just about virtue signaling as always.
Oh, nice. nice. That's nice. Oh. Get up. What dog? Can't burp. Dude, I'm starting to think this is just a you problem. Your fucking dad coughing, me burping. Like, what's your fucking problem, dude?
I didn't say anything of it. Did I just
Oh
make a
no,
sound?
you
I don't even-
commented, dog. You fucking piece of
Well, I
shit.
said nice. Yeah, this guy. Well,
I can't fucking burp, but this fucking guy can shit in bags, dude. Like,
This
what is
guy-
this fucking hypocrisy?
this guy's
Piece of
fucking
crap.
it's-
Guy can tell me to do a fucking inner burp, but I can't tell him to put the bag over his ass while he shits. Like,
This guy doesn't know how.
fucking piece of shit, dude. Oh, is it raining? Fuck. Yeah, it feels like negative 13. No. What were the best years of your life so far?
High school. I just have to.
Oh.
It's really the only time that I can say that I want to go back to.
Man, everybody sleeps on middle school, dude.
Well, the thing about me during middle school, I don't know what it was, but I felt it wasn't even anxiety. It was almost like a fear of I don't know if it was school night specifically or nights where there wasn't school the next day. It was weird until like grade 6 or something. It was really weird. I can't explain it.
It's not weird. What, that went away with high school?
Yeah, like it went away in the later middle school years, but I just can't really explain it.
Man, if I got to go back to middle school, I'd definitely try not to watch porn. That's where it started. Maybe that's heaven, dog. Maybe with what you know now, you're granted the mercy of a second chance or however many chances you want. You go back to whatever you want, or you just move on to another life. Fuck, maybe you go back. Maybe you go back to the 1930s or whatever. Whatever you want. I'm definitely going to be choosing to be born in the 70s so I can live through the 80s. That shit is fucking amazing, dude. In America, I guess.
As far as I hear, the 80s weren't too bad here either.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, like, I guess like a Western country, you know, whether it's Canada or US, whatever. I don't really mind either or. But yeah. Jesus Christ, man. Fuck.
Fucking experience. Blade Runner in the theaters. All those fucking movies. That you can watch the best movie decade. Can you name a better fucking decade for movies? Like everything, all my favorite either movies or trilogies or whatever are all in the 80s. If you, like, even for things that aren't my favorite, which I'm forgetting what it is, yeah, like Terminator movies are obviously goated, but not like in my top 5. Terminator 1, 80s.
Oh, fuck.
Now, if you lived in the 80s, you could see the SR-7 live,
Good down.
Yeah, my dad saw it in 68, probably so I would say.
Have you ever heard of like the World Fair or whatever?
I've heard of it, but I would, if you asked me anything about it. And the actual exhibition used to be a lot better too. We actually used to sell cars and just
Oh.
which I still find cool, but it used to be actually effective. Because now you don't really get deals on stuff there. Back then you used to.
Motherfucker, dude, we could have gone to the auto show, dog.
Cypher.
Nice. Look at my elite recommendations, dude. Look what I sent you on Discord. Amazing recommendations.
Wide stance squats, target glutes. Hip thrusts, target glutes.
Yeah, dude.
Kickbacks, target glutes. Sumo deadlifts, target glutes. Bulgarian split squats, target glutes. RDLs, target glutes.
Wonder if that's actually about exercise or she knows what she's doing, dog.
Of course, dude. She doesn't have to do another shorts with the camera pointing at her face. It's not her
I remember in high school there was a uniform and it was just loose shorts. And that was completely fine for working out in, but apparently no, that's not enough for chicks, dude. It has to go up their ass crack,
weird, right?
like all the way.
Like we.
But apparently that's comfortable, dog.
Do that stuff. We can wear that stuff and think it's fucking amazing, but I don't know. It's fucked up. Damn, dog, I think I gotta go replace a piece.
Damn, dog.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Ugh. Fuck. Oh. Dog. Got a question for you, dog. Oh. Dog, why do you sound like an old man?
What, dog?
Why do you sound like an old man?
Because I probably feel worse than one.
Damn, dog. Does that mean you have the wisdom of an old man? Nice, dude. Did you ever watch the Justice League movie?
Justice League, like the animated?
No, like the real one or whatever, the live action.
Yeah, Zack Snyder one.
How was it?
The Snyder cut is better. Like the theatrical cut is okay. Like, to be honest, if Ben Affleck wasn't in it, Henry Cavill and whatever the pretty face woman is, if they weren't in it, I probably wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't care to watch it. But it's not bad.
And it's fucking Justice League, but they don't have Green Lantern. They don't have Martian Manhunter. Like,
I think in the Snyder cut they teased Martian Manhunter, or like had him in it for a second.
Oh, damn. Well, I guess like not in the way that I mean then.
Yeah, of course he should be in it, but yeah, it was way too early for them to have a Justice League.
Yeah.
Would you say in all of the renditions of Justice League he's there? Like, or Martian Manhunter's always there? Like at the beginning time?
I remember for the animated show, he gets introduced in like either the first or second episode, and like the two episodes are like they're like connected or whatever. So it's like one long story like separated into like I don't know 2 episodes or 3 episodes. But yeah, like dude, like if I was gonna be anybody, I'd want to be Martian Manhunter. Like he's always been the coolest for me. He's got super strength, flight, he's fast as shit. He can become a ghost or whatever. Telepathy. He can shapeshift.
He can shapeshift into anyone, like any different human, or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Service that's on?
I can check. I'll at least check if it's on Netflix, but
is that in the
can it be on like Paramount?
Dude, if that's on Paramount. No, it would be on.
Oh yeah, Justice League is on the on Netflix, like the old animated show. So there's 2 animated shows. There's Justice League and then Justice League Unlimited. I don't see Unlimited here.
So what is Unlimited, the good one?
I think they're both good, but I think Unlimited came after the first Justice League show. I think it has like more characters or whatever. But yeah, no. So it's got 2 seasons, 26 episodes each. Yeah. Yeah, it's still good. I don't know where to find Unlimited. It's on HBO Max.
So it's oh, in Canada, Teletoon Plus. Dude, yeah, for the US, it's HBO.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I think it's so much better shit. Can you purchase on platforms like Amazon Prime? Fucking kill yourself. So what? It's on Netflix. So
yeah. And the actual Justice League movies on Netflix too. Not the Snyder cut. I think it's just the regular.
I think the Snyder cut's only on HBO. Like, one reason why it's better, to me, Steppenwolf is better and he looks better. You at least get to see whatever his name is. Fuck, don't say it. I'm on my brain. Holy fuck.
Want me to give you a hint?
Give me like one letter.
M.
Holy fuck, dude.
Nice, dude.
Well, if you're thinking about the person I'm thinking about, then yeah, I don't know. Want another hint?
Yeah.
Okay, after this, I'm pretty sure you'll get it. The initials are MM.
Okay, I'm not gonna retard then.
You want me to just tell you?
Yeah.
I'm thinking you're thinking about Martian Manhunter.
No, the bad guy.
Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. Steppenwolf?
No, his master.
Oh, Darkseid.
Oh my god. Yeah, at least
So what, he's not in the original?
No, he's only Steppenwolf only like refers to him as master. In the Snyder cut, when Steppenwolf gets killed, his head goes through a portal. I think his head goes through a portal, and you see Darkseid. Or something along those lines.
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I should get those shows on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever.
Do you have it? Yes, DVD player, Blu-ray player.
Or just the PlayStation, right? I can play regular DVD or only Blu-ray.
PlayStation have that available too. Well, if you bought those, you probably would be on Blu-ray, no?
Whenever I look at that movie, that Justice League movie, I'm like, Flash looks retarded. Like the way he runs, it looks so stupid.
To me, I don't like anything of that Flash.
don't like that chick as Wonder Woman either.
Yeah.
They could have gotten somebody else for Wonder Woman. There was a chick from Thor that looked better.
She was doing a TV show.
She was doing a TV show. What was her character's name in Thor? Sif, yeah.
She would have been
Yeah. I just don't like Gal Gadot's, well, I don't like her body and I don't like her voice.
Yeah. Like Gal Gadot did fucking workouts that I could do right now for one training. So.
Whoa. Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, dude, they need to put a woman on like a very small cycle of steroids. Not so she turns manly, but so she could just pack on some good muscle, especially on the legs and the ass. Then yeah. Oh. Have you watched the new Superman movie?
I feel like I did, but I remember very little.
What do you think of the Lois Lane in that movie?
I think she's fine. I just don't like the directing. I think she's a better Lois Lane than Man of Steel Lois Lane. So it's for me it's swapped. I think Lois Lane should from the new Superman should go to Man of Steel, and that'd be perfect.
You know, she was in House of Cards.
Yeah.
And she played that prostitute.
I feel like she was in something else, but I don't remember. Maybe I just know she's hot because I look her up.
Dude, you know, I was thinking, like, if I had... I mean, obviously you could get more powerful than this, but if I just had Wolverine's, like, healing or, like, immortality mixed with Professor X's telepathy or whatever, dude, that would be amazing. You could live basically forever, and then think of this, like, you're walking and you just see a hot chick, and then you're like, you, me, now, and then you snap your fingers, and then
Do you think
dude, that's it.
Do you think Xavier is strong enough to like put his consciousness into someone else? Has that ever been done in the comics?
I think it was done in one of the movies as like a secret ending, like when he got blown up in the house or whatever by Jean or whatever, the Phoenix. Yeah. Yeah. Sure he's done that. I've probably already asked you this, but it's just like, when you look at certain chicks, do you imagine what their fucking pussy looks like?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you have like an idea? Like, it's like when you look at a chick, you're like, yeah, I think it's like she has this kind of shape and.
Yeah, a bit of both, for sure.
Yes. I think it's only natural, right? I think girls do the exact same thing. Like that chick who plays Lois Lane in the new Superman movie. I don't know. When I look at her, I feel like she has very long lips down there.
Very long
Lips.
The flowery kind.
Yeah, like the fucking pastrami sandwich type of deal down there.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's always had those lips. So... I wouldn't doubt that at all.
Then there are some chicks who just like, it's not even like they have lips. It's like, how the fuck do I describe it? It's like looking at a peach, dude. It's like folded, where like it just looks so nice, dude. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like if you look at the crack of a peach, like that's what it looks like. There's no like really like visible lips. It's just the fucking. It's almost like it folds in on itself to form like a perfect seal. I don't know. Maybe I gotta find like a fucking picture. Describe this shit is impossible.
Well, basically not an Audi, right?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I don't know if that's the colloquial term for it, but. Yeah, dude, it's like what the fuck? Yeah, it's like this, dude. Hold on. Yeah, I sent it to your WhatsApp. It's like something like that, dude.
Yeah, well, when I refer to that, I would just refer to it as mini, I guess.
Yeah, dude. What do you prefer?
I'd probably say the other one. I guess Audi, whatever. But I think that's the only ones that I've personally had, so I guess I don't 100% know.
Yes. Oh man. You ever watch Freddy vs. Jason?
The one where he comes out of the water with his head?
Yeah.
Like, probably the year it came out, so it was like 20 years ago or something.
Dude, there was a scene where this black chick
Since he's talking so much
was talking shit to Freddy, and then Jason comes up behind her and just like fucking baseball swings her, and she goes flying into a tree. Dude, it's so fucking good.
This is not kill stream. I don't have kill streams on my channel.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you'd make a lot more money.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Like, why can't we have movies like that again? That's like early 2000s fucking amazing shit, man. Or like it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
The what is it called? The passion isn't there. It's all like unionized garbage now. It's it's a union, right? So if you're shit, you still have a job. If you're good, then it doesn't really matter.
No, but like, I'm not gonna like, Freddy versus Jason is not like Oscar worthy or anything, right? But I'm just saying, like.
But you can have a bad movie that's fun to watch, though, right? But now they make bad
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Now they
Like you
just
didn't
make
like you didn't like the new Scream movies?
Actually, whether I don't even care either way. But no matter which way, if I liked it or not, it's not better than the original three. Probably not better than the fourth one. And probably not better than the other two that were made after it. I guess, yeah, two. But like other than Dune and maybe a few other movies, I wouldn't even count the Marvel Cinematic Universe because that's like those are made by passionate people. Like the Russo brothers are passionate. James Gunn, when he's working on something where his style fits, he's very passionate and it works. What else? Name some good movies from the past 10 years.
Oh, from the past 10 years.
Like Dune, obviously, but he clearly it doesn't. He to me, his movies feel like 80s movies with really good cameras. Like Top Gun, passion.
Jeremy is in my backstage. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta run. My phone's almost dead anyway, so I'll talk to you guys all later.
Oh, ooh, ooh, Jeremy's here. Oh my goodness, my phone's about to die. Oh my gosh.
Backstage. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta run. My phone's almost dead anyway, so I'll talk to you guys all later.
All right.
My phone's almost dead too, and I'm here.
All right. Okay, Jeremy. I'll be fair.
Oh man, it's just too good, man. Oh, it's so funny. But I have a long history with Mundane Matt. So Mundane Matt used to talk shit about me a lot, and eventually I brought him on my stream, and we hashed it out, and I thought we were cool, and then he decides to go after me again, and I'm just like, I literally had you on a stream and we hashed it out, and then he starts going after me again like months later. There was a couple times I confronted him. One time I went on a stream of his where he had 3 friends on the stream, so it was basically me versus, it was 1-on-4 because they were crying about Doomcock. And I took them on 1-on-4 and embarrassed them there. It's just nonsense, man. So, but that was like the time after we had hashed it out, and then he had, basically stabbed me in the back. That's when I was trying to confront him about after we hashed it out, and he refused.
You seen that video of the judge giving that black guy like 25 years?
Comments to 27
Didn't I tell you about that?
I think Critical Drinker's going to be okay.
I guess you did.
Be okay. But the comment section is brutal. There's Gary, Fake Wizard, Force of Light, Valiant Renegade.
Like,
everybody's
ruin his life.
crushing
Like,
this dude, man. He's just getting crushed.
they wanted him to give him what,
absolutely
like house arrest or something?
But
Like, what?
either way, we got a lot to talk about. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me respond to this.
Like the guy was arrested and put when he was in prison. He was getting into prison.
I got that one.
Like,
Yapping Tom
that guy
says
shouldn't be
inaudible dialogue.
able to
Time
affect
travel
anyone.
plot makes no sense. You never watched Tenet, Jeremy. It is more fun than Interstellar.
That's what you call an animal. They can't function in a society without being
fun
retards.
doesn't necessarily make a movie better.
absolutely
It
retarded.
makes it more enjoyable. I could name 1,000 movies that are more fun than Interstellar. Interstellar's not meant to be a fun movie. So I would agree with you that there are plenty of movies that are more fun to watch than Interstellar. But yeah, I really liked Project Hail Mary a lot. I don't love it, but I did enjoy it, and I think that it's going to do extremely well at the box office. Good old Tallywhacker for $1. Uber Viking for $20 says make punishments memorable again for $20. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. T Little says hail the 199. Hail the big beautiful bill. I actually am getting money back on my taxes for the first time in 3 years. President Trump handling business. Is it Oso? Says I must go see Project Hail Mary twice just because of that. I think Project Hail Mary, now again, to be clear, there's 2 different ways I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it from I can talk about it from my perspective. I don't love it like everybody else. I do like the movie, and I don't think it's near as good as Top Gun Maverick, but it feels like it's a Top Gun Maverick movie. It feels like the momentum for Project Hail Mary is very much in line with what Top Gun Maverick went through. Top Gun Maverick had an incredible word of mouth. People were like, this is the exact type of movie that I want to go see, and this is the type of movie that general audiences are going to eat up. Project Hail Mary feels like it's heading in the same direction as Top Gun Maverick, and I couldn't be happier about it. River Miles for $100 says some dads are still looking for that gallon of milk. Matt Jarbo is still looking for boulders and his Oh man, Monday Matt. Remember that song, that Monday Matt song? My girlfriend's like.
Dude, one
was it,
movie
like,
I
my
want
girlfriend's,
to come
like,
back in
daughter
theaters,
or
which I don't think
something
I
like
will,
that.
is Blade Runner, dude. Just to hear that in fucking
see, Jarbo.
with good speakers.
Yeah.
I told you, right? When that fucking song started, I was like literally in awe. And then the fucking visuals. Holy fuck.
Left my Skype, Twitter, and Discord here at the bottom. That one time he got kicked off Discord last August. There probably was a problem with the servers or something. Wink, wink. Motherfuckers say shit, I usually block them. Fuck them, why not? But this time, it's a pretty big problem. My girlfriend's pregnant too. I'm going to be a father. No, I'm kidding. It's just my girlfriend's daughter. I heard their channel was banned. Sorry, dude. I had a friend who killed himself. Just a shame that it wasn't you. And I know you hear this every day, but I'm the biggest fact. I even flagged your fat ass. There you said nothing bad. But I flagged all of your posters and subscribers, man. Why the fuck do you think I keep so many fucking tabs open? Anyway, I hope you get this, man. Hit me back just to chat. Truly yours, the biggest fact. This is Matt. Dating my fucking daughter.
So good, dude. The internet is the most savage place in the world. River Miles, you reminded me of that one right there. Oh my goodness. Some of you have no idea who this individual is, though, but this is like kind of like from years ago, YouTube. This person was relevant at one point in time. He was very relevant on the YouTube side, the commentary side, and he completely just destroyed all credibility by false flagging channels. River Miles says, I'm crying. Was this a popular song or something? Well, it was based off of a iconic song by Eminem, and it was very popular within certain circles on the internet. That particular meme version was very popular in certain circles. But either way. All right. Marmellin says, man runs away from a Bama boy croc-wearing fig who is going to speaks volumes about how tough his spine really is. Man never served in them COD lobbies, clearly. Never served in those COD lobbies. Is it Dido, or is it Dido? Dido was the original song, but it was based, then he made Stan based off of that, so yeah. Pre-Dawn Corpse with a 99-cent super sticker, thank you. Ministry of Wrong Things is developing. Tulsi Gabbard looking into scandal involving Dems sending U.S. tax dollars via USAID to Ukraine and getting it funneled back into Biden's 2024 campaign. Do we have a link to that? I haven't even heard about that one yet. We got a lot of Trump news, some funny stuff too. Alex Arrow Cave says JD Advance IDOT Cobra Cash shirt text Meta PC 199. Thank you.
Dude, that wig that they gave The Rock looks so fucking bad, dude. Holy shit.
We have a link to that. Somebody want to tag me? Vault 199 says perfect stream time. Just finished
live
recording
action
it.
Moana movie.
Miniature Bump Thing says, okay, now I have to see that movie. Talking about Project Hail Mary, you should, man. It's Project Hail Mary is I don't know if it's gonna make $1 billion, but it's gonna be a huge hit. It already is. X-Wing 5.1 for $1. Keenan says Taylor Sheridan was a guest on Joe Rogan's podcast. Recently? I mean, he was like years ago. I don't know if Taylor Sheridan's been on like recently, but years ago he was. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, oh no, Matt Jarbo not supporting Project Hail Mary. Let me get my smallest violin, then laugh. Vlad says it's called Megan Kelly and Tucker Carlson episode recap. So I think this is it right here. Well, I mean, I've got a small clip of it right here. Yeah, here we go, right here. Is this what you're talking about? Here we go.
And so you have these people, you have Mark Levin, you have Bibi Netanyahu, they just keep saying these things over and over again. It's an incantation. It's witchcraft. Yes, yes. Basically witchcraft is what it is. It's not goofy, it's not weird stuff, it's witchcraft. That's how words work. You repeat them over and over. It's like a spell. Repeating words over and over again. It's like Elphaba from Wicked. She was the Wicked Witch of the West. Right, yes. And what these people are doing in my country are becoming the Wicked Witch of Western hegemony. That's what's happening. That's what they do. It's basically Elphaba from Wicked. She was a witch. I mean, so if you care to find me, look towards the Western wall. Tell them how I'm to find back to some domestic. Wait, so that's part ready?
This is my Tucker cannon now, 100%.
Wow. And so that's what's going on. It's not weird stuff at all. Yeah, no, it's not weird at all. All right, well, thanks for being here. Welcome back anytime.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello, you there?
Hey, it's me.
Hey, honey, you okay? Something wrong? What happened? Meg?
I f***ed up.
Tucker did his whole thing again on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know what to do.
I think at this point you just have to double down, baby.
Yeah.
Okay? You got this. I'll see you at home, okay?
My next guest is Carrie Brigitte Baller. And
The mainstream has completely hijacked independent media, 100%. It has happened. And I don't know how this ultimately ends, but hopefully enough people will see through this. But my theory, and I'm the first person that has put this theory out to my knowledge. I'm not saying I'm the first person. I'm just saying that my theory is that I believe that the mainstream has infected the entire independent news sphere. All right? I believe that. And I have looked at this with Megyn Kelly, with Tucker Carlson, and I have basically looked at their behavior and how they fully supported Trump in the lead up to 2024. They fully leaned into MAGA, and these are two people that previously hated Donald Trump, hated him. Tucker Carlson said straight up that he hated Donald Trump through text messages. Megyn Kelly clearly hated Donald Trump prior to 2024. And yet, once the MAGA momentum took off, they suddenly adapted, they latched on to Trump. Listen, I'm going to be, credit where credit's due. None of these people could figure out how to defeat Trump. Okay? None of them. They tried everything. They tried to put Russia collusion on him. They tried to accuse him of SA. They tried to accuse him of literally everything in his first term. None of it worked. He still won. He still defied. They impeached him. They did everything they could. All right. Then they stole an election. They tried to lock him up. They tried to label him an insurrectionist. They tried to shoot at him. They tried to go after his friends, after his family, and nothing fucking worked. Nothing worked. He still won the fucking election. But towards the lead up to 2024, you started to see everybody jump onto the MAGA bandwagon. Every single person was jumping onto the MAGA bandwagon, okay? And then guess what? Guess what happens after that? Joe Rogan jumps on. Joe Rogan jumps onto the MAGA bandwagon at the last second. Now, why would all of this happen? Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, all of these people that previously hated Trump. Elon hated Trump too. Elon hated him.
What percentage are you done? Build.
Joe Rogan hated him. Joe Rogan straight
Time-wise, probably 70%.
Another one. Tim Pool jumped
actual piece-wise.
He basically
difficulty-wise is at the most difficult and most tedious because I have to build
through their support. Candace Owens
things.
Supported Trump in the lead
Hear me?
up to 2024. Remember that? Candace
have to
Owens
build things
supported
like that.
Dave Smith supported
for
Trump
all
in the lead up to 2024. And they all used this as an opportunity to latch on to MAGA. And they basically built their trust. They gathered the trust up of MAGA, all of them, including me. I was a huge fan of Tucker Carlson. Megyn Kelly, I mean, I like Megyn Kelly mainly because she's
Yeah, you can hear
nice
me,
to
right?
look at. Not that version of Megyn, but the real version.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I asked, like, what percentage are you done?
The trust of MAGA.
Probably like
For the-
70, but it's going to take a long time to do the superstructure.
Infiltrate. So now here we are. over a year into Trump's second
I'm already
term,
done
and
all the
of
panels,
these
which I have to
people
put the
that
panels on, which is going to be a
previously
bitch because
hated
I'll
Trump,
probably have to
then
fucking fix a
supported
bunch of
Trump,
shit.
have now turned on Trump. All
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Every single one of them have turned on him. It's not like this is not a coincidence. It's just not. So there's got to be like something else going on, and I believe that the mainstream has never gone away from the news media side. The mainstream has just decided to infiltrate the independent media sphere. Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly were both formerly the #1 person on Fox News, which was the #1 network in all of news, meaning these two people were previously the #1 person on the #1 network, and we're supposed to believe that they just walked away so they could run their own little YouTube channel. Yeah, you think there's something more going on? Probably something more going on. Very interesting indeed. Gremlin for 20 says the internet, it's like let's see. The internet, it's like eating the golden apple of Ariston. When you take a bite, your mind is fucked up forever. Poor Tucker. And Kelly, I think you said Kel. So I think you meant Kelly. Poor Tuck. Oh, and Kel. I'm sorry. That's what you meant by that. Thank you, Gremlin. Hail to you. Jeremy the Cyborg says, lost 5 pounds of my diet. Please extend my thanks to you and the rest of the G&G folks for their advice. Please listen, I am not a health expert at all, but I do think that there's basic, simple philosophies to things. Don't overcomplicate shit. Like, I think a lot of people overcomplicate
Oh
shit.
my fucking neck, dude.
I am a retard on the internet. Don't take my advice as anything.
It's like the fucking left side of my neck that hurts.
Okay?
Oh,
fuck. I think you should just do a couple of simple things. Walk, drink water, and stop eating. And I don't mean like completely stop eating, but definitely cut a good, like, maybe do 1 meal a day. Walk, drink water, and eat less. That's the magic right there. There ain't no like, oh, I gotta get on these supplements and I gotta. No, you don't. No, the fuck you don't. You don't have to do all this bullshit. It's very simple. Yes, fasting. That's it. That's it, man. Don't need 3 meals a day. 3 meals a day is the biggest scam since change your oil every 3,000 miles. That's pretty much what it is. Because the 3 meals a day bullshit is a massive scam. You do not need 3 meals a day. Get the fuck out of here. That's a scam for you to buy more food and go to more fast food places. You do not need 3 meals a day. Get the fuck out of here. But congratulations, Jeremy the Cyborg. Congratulations, brother. Patriotic Eagle says, sorry, I'm not around too often, but always happy to catch the VODs when I can. Hail the 199 and hail Trump. Hell yes. Let's freaking go. Jeremy Cyborg says, I walk 30 minutes a day, drink nothing but water, and eat 1 big meal at lunch. That's it, man. That is a good method. I would say try to walk more than 30 minutes, though, if you can. Like, how long does it take me to get to... I think it takes me about 2 hours to get to, like, 10,000 steps. I think. Let me check and see how this goes. So, yeah, it's going to take you about 1 hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours to walk 10,000 steps. That should be your target right there. And if you can't get to 10,000, go to at least shoot for 6 to 7,000. I do 10,000 steps a day when I can. And that usually takes me about 1 hour and a half, 2 hours. Little Jim Taylor says, I wonder if Drewski will mock a Muslim man. So this is in reference to this person named Drewski, which I really don't know who Drewski is, but he's, I guess he's a comedian. No, I hear you. I hear you, Jeremy Cyborg. Hey, 30 minutes is 30 minutes, man, so it's all good. So this Drewski guy who's previously made fun of white people at a NASCAR race or whatever. Now this Drewski person has made fun of Erica Kirk, which, I mean, listen, I think that Drewski can make fun of whoever he wants. My problem is the double standard. The double standard. Drewski, a black person, is now dressing up in whiteface and making fun of Erica Kirk. And again, in isolation, I really don't have a problem with this. I think everybody should be able to be made fun of. But when you constantly tell people that you can't do blackface and you can't make fun of black people and you can't make fun of any other race, but yet white people can be destroyed like this, that's where I have the problem.
Get on your feet, boy!
Now, again, I do think that I think that there's some funny elements to this, okay? I think there's some funny, like, it is funny to look at, like, Erica Kirk, who comes out there with, like, you know, like a Super Bowl halftime show when she made her first appearance. It's kind of funny, but it's not funny when you realize the double standard of this all. Now, the problem here is this tweet has 92 million views and 823,000 likes. I guess you can be racist when it's against white people. I guess you can be racist, but that's fine. As long as it's against white people, that's okay. But any other time, you're not allowed to do it, which is absolutely ridiculous to watch this whole thing play out. So sick and tired of the double standard. But here we are, same song and dance. So this Drewski guy, again, this is not the first time he's done something like this, and it's probably not going to be the last time he does something like this. So I guess we'll see if the media writes stories about, you know, anti-white narratives and all of that. You know, we'll see. Do you think CNN's going to do an hour-long special about, you know, the anti-white narrative and how anti-white comedy gives you 92 million views? Huh? You think that's possible? I don't think CNN's going to do anything about that. I don't think MSNBC is going to do anything about that. But if a white comedian were to do something like this and it got 92 million views, this person would be crushed. Would be crushed. Clarence Knight says, Jeremy, he's made fun of black pastors before. Clarence Knight, that's not my point. That has nothing to do with this. My point being is that white people can't make the same jokes. That's the point. If white people can make the same jokes, then whatever, man. I don't care. I don't care who gets made fun of. I think everybody should be fair game. But when you put this protective bubble on people, then I mean it's just ridiculous. So, but that's the Drewski situation in a nutshell. You are so oppressed. I am. Are you saying I am? I am. Look, man. I've been live for 33 minutes. I have only received $264 in super chats. I am very oppressed right now. So thank you for acknowledging my struggle. Okay? Thank you for acknowledging my struggle. Do you know how difficult it is to stream and only make $264 in 30 minutes? So thank you for acknowledging my struggle. I have been through a lot, and I appreciate, I might get a little emotional here. I'm going to try to keep it together. It's been tough. But I just want to thank everybody for your support and for your comfort in this time, because I've been through a lot. You know, I watched yesterday where they just race swapped previously white role gave it to a black man, made him Snape. I'm not really sure how to act when I see that. I mean, like, you know, we have this black Snape now.
Hey, 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 hey.
I'm Black Snape. Black cloak, black skin. Walk the hall, they whispering. Cauldron bubble, I'm different. Dark eyes don't flinch, just glimmering. House points, man, miss me. Came from pain, they history. Same blood, they fear, they diss me. But they copy my brew, still sip me. Side eye from the portraits. Cold stone, but my soul scorched. They ain't teach where I'm from. Had to learn from the alleys and the torch. Half prince in the world that hate. Half rage in the narrow gate. Half hood in the castle gate. Homie, never run from flag snake. Walking through the dark. One day my hand and a leg. And my heart. Turn that fear to a spell, then I spark. I've been cursed from the start. Black snake. They talk
Yo, that is crazy. How does it actually go on our
I ain't glorified shots, that's great. That's moms in black, that's waves. Up boys in the cold age. So I ain't my rage decay. Walking through the dark. One day my hand and a leg. And my heart. To a spell that cursed from the start. Black snake.
Why is it so good? Why Perry Chan is a master, okay? So good. So good. But yeah, so but that's okay. You know, it's okay to race swap white characters to black people. Oh boy. You to take Blade and, you know, cast a white man in that role, what do you think would happen? You know? Just saying. I crossed the street for Snape 2026. Dude, I gotta say, man, the Snape stuff has been some of the most meme stuff I have seen in a long time. Like, holy crap, it's been wild. It's been wild to watch this. It's so good. River Miles lighting it up. Just saying, shit. Thank you, River Miles. Jackson says idiot tax. It's got to be IDOT tax, not idiot. IDOT tax. But thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Phil says that this is because you're oppressed tax. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was not going to be able to survive without that. Your support means the world to me. And now I am no longer oppressed. Thank you so much. Peter says oppressed tax. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yappa Tom says Marco Rubio realizing he will have to play Snape. Mudkip says, have you seen the Maga Man episode 1 yet? It's perfect. I have not, but we are playing Mario Kart World tonight. Mudkips. Stream Hero says, got my Orlando shirt and hoodie. Box was tagged fragile. I assumed it had fragile feelings and was insulted to the box. And I insulted the box. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. Yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. I'm glad you got it, though. I am glad you got it, brother. Mar Millen says 20% off Wizards cast, 60% of the 20% of Wizards cast, 60% of the dark magic. Oh my god. These jokes write themselves. Holy crap. Oh my god, that's good. Dark Gavel says black Eric the Empire says, excuse me, sir. Do you work here, Tags? Thank you. Lapco says, I'd like to speak to the manager of this stream, Tags.
I don't have another
George says minimum oppression tax. Thank you. Okay, we do have Trump joined the Five for an interview. Now, what's interesting about this interview is in the interview, President Trump, well, he had some things to say. He had some things to say. Let me find it. Where did it go? I know that I bookmarked this earlier. Sometimes the bookmarks don't show up the way they should. So give me a moment here. So President Trump, man, this dude is just so funny. Let me find it. Right here. He addressed the gay Ayatollah. Yes, he did. President Trump confirms that he was advised that the Ayatollah Khamenei is gay. Oh, no.
CIA tell you that Ayatollah Jr.'s gay?
Well, they did say that, but I don't know if it was only them. I think a lot. A lot of people are saying that, which puts them off to a bad start in that particular country, you know?
Puts him off to a bad start in that particular country. Holy shit. All right, let's get into this interview and we will listen. Here we go.
Hey, Mr. P, it's your favorite talk show host. How you doing?
Well, that's true. That's true. Greg, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's always good to hear your voice.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations on beating all of those frauds that try to compete with you at a certain time of the evening. You're a little earlier, but I will tell you, the numbers are incredible. Your numbers and their numbers are incredibly bad.
Yes.
And they deserve it. They have no talent, but congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. President. So we all have a bunch of questions. I'm sure we'll get to one of them.
Okay.
I want to ask you, like, how do you deal with people who might be disappointed because they voted, let's say they voted for you on the assumption of no wars, and then this happens and it's inconsistent with their wishes. What would you say to them?
Well, I have to do something in terms of making America great and keeping America great. And when you have lunatics with nuclear weapons, and the power is beyond belief, I will tell you, as a president, I get to see it. My uncle was a great professor at MIT, and he knew more about nuclear at the time than anybody. He told me stories that were
He knew more than
horrible in
anybody.
terms of the power, both beautiful in terms of putting it to good use, but really bad for destruction purposes. And his statements from years ago were, you know, he really got it. He really got it. He was a highly respected man. He was there for 41 years at MIT as a great professor, and he told me about a thing called nuclear. And at the time, nobody knew too much about it, and he said exactly what it was all about.
N-word.
You can't let a madman, or you can't let a mad ideology have a nuclear weapon. And we hit, as you know, we hit 50,000 in the Dow. Everyone said it would be impossible in 4 years. I hit it in my first year. We hit 7,000 in the S&P, and everyone said that would be even more impossible. We hit it in my first year. And I said, we have to take a little bit of a detour. We have to take a little journey to a place called Iran, where these mad people were going to have a nuclear weapon, and they could do tremendous damage, not only to the Middle East and Israel, but also to our country, because we would be next. And I said, we're going to take a little detour, and we're going to go and we're going to knock them out, and that's what we've done. We have the greatest military in the world. And it started with the B-2 bombers, which made it impossible for them to do the nuclear. They would have had, if we didn't hit them with the B-2 bombers like 8 months ago, if we didn't do that, they would have right now a nuclear weapon, and they would have used it by this time. And it also happened with Barack Hussein Obama, if you've ever heard of him. Barack Hussein Obama, terrible president, absolutely a divider and a terrible president. And when he did the Iran nuclear deal, he gave them a path to a nuclear weapon within a short period of time. They would have had a nuclear weapon a few years ago, and they would have used it on Israel. They would have used it on the Middle East. And you saw that when this all started. They had no huge problem with...
There he is, John freaking Murdoch, for a proper 199, and says no nukes for Iran tax. I was just talking about you earlier, John. How you doing, brother? Proper 199. And you know what? I think it's time to drop a couple of bombs here on this chat. Sydney Sweeney bombs. That's right, a couple of bombs. The chat appreciates it. The chat always appreciates it. And, well, I mean, honestly, who doesn't appreciate it, to be fair? I mean, I know I do. I know you do. I know everybody does. So there you have it right there. Thank you, John. Hail to you, brother.
No tremendous problem with Saudi Arabia, Qatar. And you take a look, and UAE, Kuwait, Oman. They had no problem with them. They were doing fine, and yet they hit them with, in the case of UAE, 1,400 missiles, ballistic missiles, and what they were going to do is they were going to hit the Middle East, and they would have hit it with nuclear if they had it, because they're stone cold crazy. So
Okay,
in
I'll be
order to
back.
keep our